Back to another video here on the channel, and today we are finally back on Euro Truck Simulator 2 for another video of the trucking career, which means I am now playing on my gaming PC. It has come, we've set it all up and things like that, as you may have seen on the channel a few days ago from the setting up my PC video. But today we are going to do a job in the trucking career. I've got all the mods installed. You know, we're on Pro Mods. We've got the entirety of Europe effectively. And currently we are actually down here in Amman, if that's how you pronounce the name. I literally just finished a job to the quarry and then just drove back to the service center. Speaking of which, if I go to the progress history, I can't actually remember where it was when we ended off the last video, but if I just scan through these, then whatever we ended off on, you can basically see what we got from there basically. So yeah, we got a bit of money in the bank. We are on £379,000, and in all honesty, I am actually thinking about giving this truck to maybe one of my employers and getting a new truck. I don't know though, but obviously the DAF is fine at the moment. So we're going to do a quick job in this video, or well, freight market job, but hopefully be quite quick. I want to make sure that I set where I am. I guess that's where I am then. But yeah, and we'll just see how the frame rate is like throughout this video. Obviously you guys can't see it, but I do have the frame rate on, so I can see what type of jobs I am getting. So we're on, let's go route length going up. There we go. That is apparently the shortest job we can do. I don't think there's going to be... Oh, that's actually a pretty good one. Wind turbine. That will actually cause our truck some issues. I think we might do that actually. £13,000. It's an important delivery, or yeah, important delivery, and it's fragile cargo. Offer expires in 49 minutes. Let's do it.
Navigation resumed.
Just to note as well, just quickly, on the graphic settings, every single thing is on max. You cannot get higher on anything that I have here. Every single detail is on max. So we're going to see how the game performs. So let's go out. I don't actually run the... I'm going to need to reverse slightly. I don't actually run the kind of
turn left
thing at the bottom anymore, like driving with 400% scaling, because I can kind of like see my, you know, speedometer, you know, at any given time. The only reason why I had it there was to see what, you know, what the speed limit was and what speed I was going, because even though I could see it, it was still a little bit weird. But because of the 400% scaling, we can perfectly see it fine. So let's go ahead and pick up the job. I don't actually know where it is.
Turn left.
But I just hope we can get there before the job expires. I think it's 47 minutes away. This is actually going to be quite tight. We might not be able to get there before it expires. Oof. I don't know. I just hope we can get there. But these, honestly, these red lights and stuff aren't doing me proud. Why is my air pressure too low? That's weird. Look at the mileage! 127,000 miles. That is crazy. Oh man, why did you brake check me? Yeah, I am actually on, you know, medium braking now as well, because I just felt that to be a bit more realistic. like for a truck, because obviously, you know, you can't step on the brakes and just expect it to slow down. But yeah, look how realistic, or just look how beautiful the graphics are. Just makes it realistic as well with, you know, just, you know, with, you know, not having the taskbar, just the interior. Alright, you're just being too slow, mates! What are you doing? Are you drunk? I'm here. That wasn't even my fault. You should have seen that I was there. What a total idiot. I'll give you a bit of that. There you go. Retaliation, road rage. What was he doing though?
Keep left, then turn
Anyway,
left.
what was I saying? I think just talking about the graphics, but yeah. About how realistic is, you know, it is as well.
Turn left.
And with the screen size as well, you know, the screen size, well, obviously it's little, but because of how close it is to me, it looks so realistic. Like, it feels like I am in the cab of this truck.
Keep left.
I am speeding quite significantly though. But yeah, it's so, you know, realistic, you know, and just feels so immersive. I do get that, or voice break. I do get that this isn't probably the most realistic graphics. You know, the settings are mainly there to make the game look better. I think there are some mods that you can get to make the game look realistic, and what I'm going to do in time for the next episode
Right, then
is I'm
take the
going
exit on the
to
right.
go ahead and look for those.
Take the exit on the right.
And then hopefully we should be able to have such a good looking game running perfectly fine. I mean, my recordings are only capped at 60 anyway, so, you know, even, you know, every frame over 60, you know, doesn't really do the video justice, but in terms of actually viewing the game,
50 meters.
it looks
Turn
cool.
right.
I mean, just look at the sun, you know, just through the window. I never got this, you know, beauty on, you know,
Turn
on my
right.
gaming laptop, and I'm, you know, running still, you know, 150 frames a second.
You have arrived.
This would be impossible for my laptop. Like, even if it was, you know, even when it was brand new. But anyway, is the job still here? No. Ah, man. We do have a 6-hour one. And I think we'll just take it. Someone... Oh, the job expired. Who dares steal my... You know, steal it? That was mine. We got an airport just across the road, though, so... That's interesting. At least I think it's an airport. You know, I saw a plane there.
Navigation resumed.
Right, let's go ahead and do that. I think we'll just go ahead and grab a thumbnail quickly. Photo Studio. There's a mechanical keyboard if you can hear it. Let's do that. There we go. I don't think I'll bother, you know, getting the, you know, getting all of the, you know, discoverables. We can just have a nice chilled out drive. Yeah, that is an airfield. If I actually go to zero cam quickly, because I have the console enabled. I mean, it's not a very detailed airport, but, you know, it's something. The runways are quite small, unless there's supposed to be a giant runway over there, but I think that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I forgot that I was, you know, whatever. Anyway, let's get going.
Keep right, then Turn right.
So we've got the voice navigation, everything like that.
Turn right.
I was going to go with Track IR, but it's not fully set up so my head movements would be smooth, because even though the setup is kind of the way I want it, the Track IR still needs to be, you know, moved right into place. Yes, there are a few things about the setup that's not perfect, and we may end up, you know, changing stuff. Such as my Stream Deck being up in my cabinet, so I actually have space for my keyboard. Well, I mean, I did have space for my keyboard just normally, but the position of where the keyboard was, you know, was off to the left. I've got it in the middle and just put my Stream Deck up on my cabinets, because really, I don't really use my Stream Deck in terms of like gaming and doing things like that. The only thing I use it for is, you know, switching scenes when I'm streaming and stuff like that. I can easily just do that, you know, just by reaching up with my arm and just changing on my cabinets. So in terms of like importance, I just put my Stream Deck up on there. Obviously a few of the, well, many of the stuff on there, you know, on my desk at the on my cabinets at the moment. Obviously, you know, things can be put away and things need to be, you know, moved. There's just a few things up there at the moment just to ensure that we have everything, you know, right, and then obviously we'll put them away, such as, you know, the wrist rest for my keyboard, because I don't have space for that. That's still up in my cabinets at the moment, and we'll probably put that away soon. And another thing, you know, my GoPro's up there, but, you know, I'm just filming a few, you know, vlog stuff at the moment. And then once I've done that, I can put that away. And then hopefully my cabinet should be, you know, freed up a bit. But I'm just, you know, really happy and just elated and just all the good feelings in the world about my gaming PC. It's literally, you know, performing up to my expectations, you know, just driving down this road, even though, you know, there's quite a bit of traffic, you know, 130 FPS. There is only one issue when I tried to record Euro Truck when I was using my second monitor plugged in. It was making the game a little bit juddery. Like, it wasn't this smooth. And I tried to view the recording and it was the exact same. I just hope that this recording, you know, is actually recording this, you know, smoothly as well, you know, actually doing the frame rate that I'm seeing justice. It should be the exact same, you know, video specs that I was using for my gaming laptop. So, in all honesty, I could probably, you know, bump that up a little bit, but it should be recording this video absolutely fine. But the other one was a little bit, you know, juddery, so I decided to delete that. Well, I mean, I wasn't really going to upload anyway. It was just, you know, some test recordings. But yeah, you know, not something that I was going to upload anyway. And this is obviously, you know, a video for the trip in Korea. I mean, if the video doesn't record well, then you're probably never even seeing this video. But basically my solution around that is, when I'm not wanting to record Euro Truck, or not really just in general wanting to use my second monitor, I might just unplug it and leave it unplugged. And to be fair, I don't really think I want to be using my other monitor, because even if I was to use it, I won't be able to like see anything on there.
Keep right. Then
So I don't know.
take the exit on the right.
The way I used it was, I had the display port going from the PC to my main monitor, and I connected up my second monitor with the HDMI. So apparently my PC has like 5 display ports, but the graphics card can really only hold up to 4, which is 1 display port, 3 HDMIs, and there's also one at the top as well, but that runs off the integrated graphics card, so not my 3070 Ti, which is the monster graphics card. And now that I've played, you know, a bit more games on it, I may as well tell you some of the frame, you know, rates that I'm getting, because I've done a bit more testing. Obviously, I don't know what these are going to be like when streaming or recording, because I haven't done it yet. Just been me playing it, so I've tried out Train Sim World 2, which is a game that, you know, some of you are maybe thinking about what I'm getting on there. Above 60 pretty much constantly, so that should be awesome to see. I think the settings that I have it, you know, set to, it's like locked in at 60. So, like, I was playing a bit of it. I think I was just on the, you know, Jubilee line, you know, just, or no, not the London Underground one. I think it's actually Bakerloo line that you get on there, you know, the very old tube trains. And I was just stuck at 60 all the time. Oh gosh, okay, that was a bit of a jump. Does this truck want to go any slower? I mean, to be fair, it is, you know, 6 miles an hour here, but still, 6 miles an hour at a border checker. Are you mad? But yeah, everything, and by the way, I literally have every single game on max, you know, max settings. And as I said, you know, getting, you know, locked in at 60, and that was even with VSync turned on, because on Train Sim World 2, when I didn't have VSync turned on, the screen tearing, like, you know, the screen tearing in the middle, you know, like where you're, you know, trying to, you know, look, every single object was just not linked up. So I enabled VSync and it just made it, you know, a bit more smoother, or a lot more smoother. Before I turned VSync on, I think it was 62. And although it was smooth, that screen tearing really just did not do it for me. So I turned VSync on. I don't usually have VSync turned on, but obviously with a PC of my caliber, I might be able to. But turned that off and I was getting, you know, it was locked in at 60. I don't know if that was due to my refresh rate of my monitor or like what I had it set to. Which my monitor is 165, but I mean, you're not really going to tell a difference really in terms of frame rate between 60 and 120 unless you're an eagle eye player like I am. I mean, yes, there is some advantages, but with a game like, you know, driving a train, it doesn't really matter. And as well for, you know, like YouTube and streaming, like the max frame rate you can have on YouTube is 60 anyway, so to that extent, there really is no, you know, there really is no, what's the word, like, point of trying to, you know, push out, you know, that one extra frame, you know, if you're locked in at 60. Other games, what else have I played? F1 2021, that's a big one. I mean, effectively getting, you know, 150 frames on that. I mean, with a game like F1 2021, like, you would expect, you know, there to be quite a bit of, you know, probably under 100 FPS, maybe, you know, just slightly above 60. No, about 100, you know, 100 to 165. Which is fantastic. And honestly, I tried doing a 50% race at Imola, and honestly, there are probably about 2 corners that I literally cannot do for my life at around Imola. Jump onto my gaming PC, can do them 100% of the time. I think I only span out once in that race, and because I was just doing it for fun, I just, you know, I didn't really do the flashback thing for, you know, that spin. I just, you know, went on with it.
Turn left.
And it wasn't even at that corner. It was a, you know, a completely new corner. Anyway, here's a good opportunity. There's loads of traffic and things going on, and I'm getting, you know, 120. My gaming PC is a beast. Bring logistics. Finding new ways. Finding new ways for what? How far do you want technology to come?
Turn right. Turn right.
Okay, there's a lot of traffic over here. Interesting. Yeah, F1's completely, you know, fantastic. Obviously, you know, Roblox, you know, that's pretty much, you know, just going to be, you know, good. I mean, that was, you know, even good on my gaming laptop. Well, I mean, I literally have the graphics settings on max, or 9, because obviously 10 is a little bit, you know, iffy here and there, but 9, you know, works on any game absolutely fine. And obviously now we're testing it on Euro Truck, which is perfect. And you know, we have a few mods installed. You know, it's not to say that we're on a complete stock game. You know, we are pushing, you know, the PC. Well, the PC's just taking this in its stride. Yeah, it's just a walk in the park. Go down there. But honestly, I was playing, you know, F1, and then like I put my hand close to the PC and I could feel the heat radiating off it. I mean, it wasn't, you know, like, it wasn't like boiling hot, but like it was heat. Like, it was hot, if you see what I mean. Like, it's not what a standard PC would feel like, if that makes sense. It's kind of the temperature, you know, when you wash your hands with, you know, warm water. It's kind of like that heat. So like heat that's, you know, fine, you know, it's completely fine, you know, like thing, but like for like in terms of, you know, temperature for, you know, like a PC, it was hot. Which shows it is pushing and giving it everything, and the performance just says it all, really. 100 FPS.
Take the exit
on F1. I have a few other games that I have installed that I haven't played yet. I did try out Windows 10 RTX, so the actual RTX setting, and actually F1 2021 had a sort of like ray tracing effect, which I'll talk about after the Windows 10 RTX thing. So I downloaded, I think it was the Colosseum map, and enabled the RTX thing. I mean, well, RTX was enabled on that map just generally anyway, so downloaded it, installed it, and it was good. Don't get me wrong, you know, it was still 60, but it was dropping a little bit. But obviously, you know, with a game, you know, like you know, Minecraft, especially, you know, with an RTX, you know, on there as well, that is, you know, that will require some powerful, you know, components and stuff. And I mean, most of the time it was 60, don't get me wrong, you know, maybe we were, you know, pushing a little bit above that, but I did notice some, you know, like screen tearing in there.
Keep left, then
but honestly, it's
left.
completely fantastic. I also tried Minecraft Java with shaders, the most extreme shaders that we use on the Terran SMP, along with the other mods, and same thing, I was, you know, getting between, well, not 60 like Minecraft Windows 10 edition, but I was getting between, like, I think it was like 70 to, well, my refresh rate on my monitor 165, which again is mental. And honestly, I am loving my PC. I mean, certainly living up to my expectations. And to say that I was, you know, worrying about, you know, is my PC actually going to, you know, cope with everything I throw at it? I think at this rate, yes, it is. It's certainly living up to my expectations, as I said. But going back to what I said about the F1 2021 with that, with the ray tracing effect, I turned all of that on, and it still, you know, was, you know, about, you know, 100 FPS, which was, you know, which was fantastic. The only reason why I turned that off is because, well, A, I don't really need to see the ray tracing on F1. I mean, it didn't really make a massive load of difference either. All it did was just improve the shadows and a bit of sun glare as well, which some people may seem, you know, may see distracting. I didn't really see it distracting, but what was annoying for me is when I went out of the sunlight into the shadows, that's when the frame rate was being a little bit, you know, iffy, because obviously ray tracing, or, you know, ray tracing focuses on, you know, like improving shadows and, you know, things like that. So obviously when I went out the sunlight into darkness, into a shady thing, it would, you know, probably do something like that. But as I said, you know, the majority of the fine, it's fine. Well, the majority of the time, it's fine. That's what I meant to say. And just in order, I mean, I don't really need to see it either, so I just turned that off, and, you know, everything else apart from that is, you know, on max, apart from the crowds, because honestly, no one needs to have that crowd feature, you know, turned on full, do they? On F1 2021, so, I mean, I've always run that on low, in all honesty, because what's the need, in all honesty? If it really makes, you know, a big difference, then I'll turn it on full. I mean, it's not really going to improve, you know, the game, you know, massively, is it? So, may as well just turn it off.
Right, then keep left.
And that performs fine. But as I said, oh, I'm in the complete wrong lane. But as I said, there's other games that I will be testing out. I'm going to be starting up the Bus Sim 21 series again as well. Hoping to do that. So I got that installed, and I'm probably going to be recording the next episode of that probably this afternoon as I'm recording this video. So that might be up either tomorrow or in 2 days, depending when I get this video out. Then there's other games that I need to test out as well. I did try out FIFA 22, which was a little bit strange because I was only getting 30, which is still, you know, more than, you know, satisfactory, you know, for a game like that. But I was getting a bit of a higher frame rate on my gaming laptop when I used to play that, so I don't know if it's because I launched it and changed the settings, then clicked play. I don't know if like it requires a restart or something like that. So I'll have to do some digging into that, but at the moment I don't know about that. But it, you know, as I said, you know, it was still fine to play. Right, where are we now? Are we in Serbia or something? How long have we got left? We should actually probably get fuel, actually. We're kind of low on it. Well, I say low, we got... What's that, 26 miles? Yeah, oh, not 26 miles, 26%. I don't know how many miles to the gallon we're doing. But even then, you know, this truck is so efficient. But I just thought, hey, we have a fuel stop here, let's just refuel quickly. Get a top up. Wow, that price is cheap. 41p for per litre. Jeez. Where is this in, you know, the UK? 41p per litre. Obviously, it's still very expensive, I know that, but for a truck, pulling, you know, what we required to pull, that price is just music to our ears. I did not see that car just there. Right, we're entering another country now, I think, or another state thing. No, that's a country. don't actually know what flag that is. What flag is that? I don't know. All I know is that the flag looks like it has a Christmas tree on it. I'm not joking. It honestly looks like it has a flag on it. You'll probably see from a pop-up in a moment. Lebanon? Lebanon? I have no idea. By the way, I'm not obeying speed limits when we go through these, you know, very slow things, because honestly, it's a pain. I just cannot be bothered to do it. But through cities and towns and things like that, I'll obey them. Oh, there's a little deer over there. Oh, that's a dog. Oh, it's a husky, I think. It looks like it from far away. Nice Hummer there. At least I think it's a Hummer. It looks like one. Well, I mean, the back doesn't, but the roof rack and kind of like the looks of it kind of looks like a Hummer, but obviously I know it's not a Hummer. It's probably just like a standard Land Rover SUV or something. Oh, I'm speeding here. Talking about me obeying speed limits, and then I immediately go to break them. Under the control checkpoint, how many is there here?
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Oh yeah, if you haven't gathered already, we're still rocking the Christmas tree. Obviously, the lights don't really show up in daytime on there, so at night time they're fantastic. It's kind of like the lights at the top as well. They don't really show at daytime. It only really shows at night. Alright, let's get the power down. I don't think we've really had much kind of like just chillaxing going on the motorway, in all honesty, with, you know, at 50.
Turn right.
I think we've actually, you know, been quite a challenging drive.
Turn right.
Oh. Okay, we cannot go up there for some reason. We have to take another way.
Lost. Navigation resumed.
I don't know how long that's going to reroute us around, but we will keep going. I've turned up the rain on this profile as well. It's like a quarter now, so I actually hope we get some rain so we can see what the frame rate's like then. I mean, I've been driving in rain, and I'll tell you, it's pretty good. But in terms of, you know, when we're recording at the same time as well, I don't know. Right, I just had a look over at my FPS, and very briefly it is going below 100, but it's still, you know, at like 90 something, so. I mean, it was nearing an autosave as well anyway, so I guess that's fine. And, you know, there is a lot of colours to, you know, like draw in here as well. But it's still above 60. $37 here, I didn't even realise that. See, that's another thing as well, you know, with having the thing, you know, like, you can quickly see what the speed limit is. When you're playing it like this, like, you do need to be aware of, you know, like, what signs you're reading and things like that. Which is obviously what you have to do in real life, but obviously, you know. Alright, are we actually near the destination? No. Let's have a quick look. We are an hour and 50 away, so we're nearly there, nearly there. I have a question for everyone as well. So, I don't know if you all know of a thing called a Stream Deck. I have one. Is there any way you can copy sort of like all of the plugins you have from one computer to another? Because that's something I'm having trouble trying to get from my old laptop to my gaming PC. I've copied over the profiles, but is there any way I can copy over the exact same plugins I use? Because at the moment I have a few, you know, like assets on my Stream Deck that are just as a question mark. Is there any way to literally transfer every single plugin as well?
Right.
If there is, then please let me know. This is pretty detailed, isn't it? There we go, there's the 50. You'll wait patiently for the 50. As soon as it comes, floor it. Although we do have a tight right turn here, so I probably won't go 50. I'll probably actually tap on the brakes. Oh, there's a crossover there. Nice. I'm speeding. I'm kind of glad I don't have traffic offence turned on, otherwise that policeman would have lit me up. I did not do anything. Just discovered a new city, at least. Oh, God. Okay. Forgot the brakes aren't good on this thing, so turned them down. Has anyone seen the changelog for 1.44 for Eurotruck? And seen the new roads discovered thing? What the hell do they mean by that? Like, I've been seeing, you know, like, screenshots, and I'm just like thinking, right, what the hell do you entail by that? New road discovered. What? The whole part is so you can see the map. Is it going to be something like GTA then, where you have to like drive on, you know, like the highway to discover that new road? You're not going to see it if you open up your map. I don't get what do they mean by that? I really don't get it. Maybe it's probably like indicating like if there's a new road from like, I don't know, from, you know, update to update. Like, say if there's a city that gets a reskin,
Keep right.
you know, the new roads that are added in will be kind of like visible on the map or something. So you don't kind of like think, oh,
Turn right.
why isn't that road yellow? I swear I would have gone down there. It'll be a visual reference that it was an updated road, so you need to go drive down it again to get, you know, get the map expansion thing or achievement thing. Because I'm pretty sure if I open my map, there's going to be, you know, a few roads over here that, you know, might have, you know, a few breaks in here, like something like this. it's all like chopped off and things like that. Something like here, you know, bits are chopped off here as well. Just everywhere, you know, there's a bit chopped off here or something. I mean, this could just be due to the map rendering, but still, you know, does it mean something like that? I really have no idea what it means by that.
Turn left.
I guess we'll just wait until until the update comes out and have a look, because, well, obviously it's not out yet, because if it was, obviously pro mods would be broken once again, which is very annoying. I don't like when pro mods, you know, always, or, you know, when SCS Software are now bringing out all of these updates, and now pro mods have to, you know, be on top of their game to update it as soon as possible. Which is why I don't really update the game, you know, to the latest version. I wait, you know, until it's like a major update. I don't really update the game until, you know, pro mods releases their updated version as well. In all honesty, if it's like a update that's just like, oh, we've just got some bug fixes, I'll probably just stay effectively on, you know, on the version I was before. I mean, they probably won't do a bug, you know, an update just for bug fixes, and even if they did, I don't even think pro mods would have to even update for that, because there's, you know, there's been nothing happened with the road, you know, unless it's like some collisionable thing, so they can probably just, you know, just update that path and then just put that into the already made folders or files. But who knows? Who knows? But, you know, if it's something like that, then I'll probably just skip the update entirely. Come on, mate. I know it's 6, but come on. Get on with it. I don't know how long we've been recording this for. Probably at least half an hour. At least. I'm not actually too sure. PC's still running like a baby. Was that metaphor, you know, probably good? No idea. What I mean is still running like, you know, like a beauty. You know. You get what I mean, you know, you get what, you know. Also, do not judge my English. I only got a D. Which meant I had to retake it in GCSE. But because of what I had functional skills level 2. I thought the rule was that you didn't have to retake it if you had functional skills level 2. Which resulted in me writing to the government about this, and they changed it. Yeah, I actually changed something in the UK, I think. If you have functional skills level 2, you don't have to do GCSE. But obviously because I was already doing GCSE at this point. If anything, actually, I was doing that letter to the government in English. And, you know, the English teacher was actually, you know, checking over it and everything. I'm just like, just let me send off this letter. Or this email. I even still have the letter, you know, somewhere of, you know, what they sent back. Somewhere, I'm not actually too sure where it is, but yeah, changed it. But because I was already doing English, we kind of made a deal. If I didn't pass it that year, then I'll just stop, because I really did not want to do English.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
But it was fine.
Take the exit.
I kind of like got cracking on with English after that, just to like see, you know, if there was, you know, like a, I don't know how, but I just gained some like
Turn left.
energy, like motivation to just go ahead and do it.
Turn right.
But I didn't, so oh well. And I've been completely right about what I've been saying. Whenever, since when I left college or school, have I ever needed to use English? YouTube subscriptions. But honestly, still, I've never had to, you know, write a letter in 19th century text. I've never had to write a poem. The only things that I've done that require an English is pretty much the basics. Typing, spelling mistakes, which you just have Grammarly or just auto-correct thing for you. I've never had to use any of the English skills that I learnt at college ever in my life. That is colliding. Right, let's just do that. I was going to see if I could maybe do like a parking thing, like using the mirrors, but obviously that wasn't a pretty great depot for that. But there we go. We got some more money in the bank, 392. I think obviously in the future we will make these a bit longer, or doing longer jobs, that's what I meant. I don't know about the video length. But that is going to be it for today's video. The PC is living up to our expectations, getting at least 60 concurrently throughout the entirety of the journey. But that is going to be it for today, so I hope you guys did enjoy it. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it. Subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. But until then, take care and peace out.